Hey everybody, so with the inability to do paper magic, trying to put some arena content onto the YouTube page just to make sure that we do have something still flowing so everybody can see what is still out there. And this week, we're going to highlight Jeskai Fires and one addition, got a Colonel Ketra, because that thing is a beast when you play Genrith. So, quickly going to find a... do a best of 3 match here so we can see exactly how this plays out. I really like the deck in the current standard setup, the way that it is. Just the simple fact that it's quick, or it can be quick, and it can actually get you out of a lot of tight positions, like tight spots where you otherwise wouldn't be, being able to play 2 spells in a turn on a low amount of mana. So, we'll keep this. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure what the best keeps are and aren't. Obviously, having fires in your hand is probably one of the best things that you can do. So, no fires here, but we do have Teferi to get a little tempo, draw a card into Brazen Borrower as well. Not necessarily sold on Brazen Borrower. I don't need a Genrith now. We'll try to find one later. Put it at the bottom kind of stinks with our Fable Passage just to shuffle it up. So just be able to get it back in the mix. So it's not always going to be a loss if you pitch something like that to the bottom of the deck. Hey, right on time. We have a Fable Passage. So leave the Brazen Borrower up. I was ready to go ahead and play the Teferi. Playing against something like Sultai here, don't really need to worry about taking it up, so just go ahead and draw a card right now. So they did leave one card on top. It does get kind of funky here, drawing the triple red and triple blue spells without having a fires in play, or without having a fires to cast them. So I think we're going to play probably Temple of Triumph the next turn. And leave up Brazen Borrower to bounce whatever threat they potentially have. It's probably our best play here. Hydra Crisis, that's fine. We bounce the Crisis back to their hand. That's not too terrible right now. Don't really need... I mean, we need the blue for Cavalier of Gales, but we're going to ship that. We're looking for fires right now. We do have the fifth. We have the 5th land already with double white for Elspeth Conquers Death. So if they play something like an Uro, then we should be okay. See if they're attacked Teferi. Yep, they will. Okay. Go ahead and bounce the Crisis. That's fine. Keep the Teferi. The Teferi is going to play a bigger role for us, so that there's no interaction from our opponent when we're trying to play ridiculous spells here. Another good one here, Elspeth Conquers Death. Be able to get rid of the Cavalier of Gales. It'd be nice if we could get the Pelucranos, which will undoubtedly... let's go ahead and shuffle this up. We have triple red already, so I'm going to get an island. Play this Elspeth Conquers Death. Get rid of this Cavalier here. And they aren't going to be able to buy anything back, which is super helpful. We'll also be able, if we want to get rid of the Teferi, to bounce back the Elspeth Conquers Death if there's something that is super problematic. Fires off the top would be great. We're going to fires into something like a Genrith or an Oketra. Ugh. That hurts. Okay. Well, now we don't have the triple red that we needed, and we don't have double blue either. So play this. We have a Brazen Borrower. Man, Casualties of War is just so good. The 3-for-1 is amazing. They can play Pelucranos. I guess they can't. So they'll probably take Cavalier of Gales is my guess. We do have one island and one mountain both left in the deck, as well as having a plentiful supply of duels. I assume Gales is probably the best card selection we have. Yeah. So that would make sense to take that card. Cavalier Flame's not doing a whole lot right now. Well, we're going to play the Brazen Borrower. Cavalier of Thorns is problematic. Doesn't block, but... Or, this is an attack because this blocks, excuse me. Wow. Alright, well, Temple to Scry. I don't need another Cavalier of Flame. Does give us our triple red as well. We have the plains, so we could actually ditch the plains to draw an extra card. We could play it. We can't give the Cavalier haste without having the 4th red mana source. So I guess there's probably something to be said. I probably should have shipped the opener I had. Looked decent, but without having a fires, making it a lot more complicated. Yeah, especially there's a Nissa. So the only thing we have is there's one more Elspeth Conqueror's Death to deal with Nissa. That's it. Because that kind of stinks. And we can't block, so I'm assuming they're attacking. Take 8, and they have to play a Hydrate Krasis. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So an 8/8 Krasis if they wanted to. Don't actually know if we have an out at all. Oh, Polukranos. Okay. Oh, they can actually just fight down the Brazen Borrower if they wanted to. It's a 12/12. It's a big boy. Yeah, so I guess we're just trying to Cavalier. We're gonna ditch all 3. Got no Ketra and a Sacred Foundry. That really kind of stinks, but... So they could fight the Polukranos against Cavalier Flame. And I think I'm just going to have the Brazen Borrower attack the Nissa down. Yeah, at this point, it's really like... We were at fires or bust a couple of turns ago, I think. So it does get yeah, have a chance to deal with a lot of that, so kind of nice. Not sure. I mean, the Cavalier dying. I didn't think we had that many lands in the graveyard. Oh, I guess there's 3 total. So. I guess that was beneficial. There's an Uro. Alright, well, Ketra... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to draw a land, untapped land off the top to be able to... Oh, Ketra plus Bone Crusher Giant to make a 4/4. Krasis is 6/6. That's it's not gonna do a ton. Alright, I should say that will do a bunch of just not for me. I don't know if I want to show the Oketra here. Because I got Oketra plus Bone Crusher. I think I'm dead anyway. Doesn't matter. So we'll go to sideboard. Let's see. Aether Gust, not bad. The green spells. Kind of problematic, like we're playing the fires. When I play the fires themselves, but Clarion not gonna do. I don't believe a whole ton here. I mean, it gets rid of their. We get rid of their lands if they Nissa. But everything else is just gonna be too big to really deal with it. Their Krasis are gonna be gigantic. They have Uro, it's 6/6, and then you're seeing Polukranos. So there's a 6/6 or a 12/12. So be on the play. I'll keep this. It's a little bit slower. At 4, I can play Fires. Draw a 5th land, which we should hit a 5th land, no problem here. Double White Source. Let's play this Temple first. Bone Crusher's okay. We just need stuff to go with Fires of Invention now. Shock the Hollow Fountain into play and leaves up Aether Gust. And then we can also Bone Crusher end of their turn. Man. Turn 2 Thought Erasure to take the Fires of Invention is really good. So we need to draw another one off the top. Yeah, I say they just take the Fires. It's pretty back-breaking. And so leaves up Aether Gust. I don't need another land right now. We need to try to get to another Fires. So we can start playing multiple spells in a turn, and that's the whole point here, is chaining spells. Yeah, Oketra is a good draw. See if they have anything. They don't. Alright, Sphinx's Foresight. Hopefully be able to scry us into something that is super helpful. Another land. If I can hit another land on Oketra would be good. Oketra into Bone Crusher Giant. Start putting a lot of pressure on. I'll take that land. And see if the Oketra can stick. This is really where you'd like to set up Fires on 4 to have, you know, plus some other spell for Oketra, plus something like Bone Crusher Giant. So you could actually put the Oketra, so what is that? Pseudo 6 damage, 10 damage, and the 4 force of 14 power. If you take the 3 off of it, sure, it's usually 11 power on the board in 1 turn. Spread outs amongst 3 creatures is really good. Alright. Casualties. Well, we're going to put that in 3rd from the top. The Oketra seems pretty good to be able to get that back. Aether Gust to go to the bottom. Now the question is, do I want to play Bone Crusher Giant or leave Aether Gust up? And this is lethal on board, I guess. Could have left Aether Gust up. Probably would have been the safer bet. So we get Aether Gust back, something like a Hydra Krasis. Although they gain a bunch, right? They would gain 2, but 2 would be enough. Yeah, there you go. So 5/5 Krasis stinks. There's the Oketra. I really have to pitch it. Since we don't have... There wasn't a land in those. So if I... Now the next question is, can I Aether Gust I'm gonna Borrower back the Krasis, and then that leaves up Aether Gust. So if they go for another Krasis, large Krasis, should have lethal. If they gain some life. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So it'd be a 6/6 Krasis if they went that large. I guess if need be, I could also Bone Crusher. Put Aether Gust to Bone Crusher on top. Yeah. Okay, so opponent sees the fact that Aether Gust just puts the Krasis on top. Doesn't do anything. They gain 3, go to 5. They take 8. So it's super good for us here. Now, next question is, do I want Disputes? Disputes are probably good here, being the fact that they're playing... Yeah. Not a huge fan of the Brazen Borrower right now. Could gain me some tempo, but probably not enough. And we'll cut 1 Bone Crusher Giant. This will Dispute be good, so if it's really good, turn 2 Thought Erasure. So if they try to rip our hand apart. No. I'd like to keep this, but it's not going to happen. This is a better hand. So having Aether Gust plus Dispute, put the Cavalier of Gales back. So we'll keep this. Cavalier's going back. And we'll pay 2 to leave up Dispute in case they do Thought Erasure. Our hand is kind of fragile at the moment. And like playing them out, and in case they don't do anything, we can Bone Crusher. Sure. There's no point in disputing the Uro. We just get back 2 of the 3 life that they gained. Sphinx. Now the biggest question is, do I need to... I need to draw another land. I guess that's first and foremost. Double Teferi here is alright. So they're leaving up Dispute. I guess I can actually Aether Gust this, and I'll make them choose. So if they want to dispute the Aether Gust, that's fine. I need a land off the top. Not the land I need, but Elspeth Conquers Death is no good at the moment. And I don't really want... I don't think I want to... Do I want it to Fairy? Yeah. Let's see. If they've... So if they've got it, they've got it. If they don't, great. Go up. We can protect ourselves by bouncing whatever they play. Yeah, Uro. So now Dispute should do a pretty good job of catching whatever big spell they have. And there is a Fires. So now comes the point of, if they have the 6th land, I think why would you tap that? It's Bone Crusher. I guess this we leave up Dispute just in case. And we're gonna draw a card, but not do anything with it. Need a land. If they have... Alright, well, that's fine. Take 2 for your efforts. please? Aether Gust. Alright, well. So, 3 cards. If they have a Casualties of War, it's super problematic. But they do get 3 for 1 again if they have casualties. They're just waiting for me to tap out, so I'm assuming they have one. Oh, Hydroid Krasis. Okay. Alright, well. So they have they had no Casualties of War. Need a land. That's a Kenrith. That's not a land. We're gonna hopefully draw a land. Hey, there's a land. Question now is, do I want to play Kenrith? And I don't think I do. I think I just want to play Teferi. And I want to play Teferi and, yep, try to draw. So with fires in the battlefield, oh, please don't have Casualties of War. Please don't have Casualties of War. Opponent's drawn a bunch of cards. I'm assuming that they've got it by now, but yeah, there you go. So opponent's going to have casualties. That stinks. So Steam Vents gets both lands. Yeah. Alright, 4 for 1's really good with that. We'll go get a mountain. Play this card. Let's discard these 3. See what we can draw. Hopefully it's another fire. It's just not. We did draw no Ketra. So if we draw another Fires of Invention. No, it looks like opponent's probably just going to try to set us back again. Yep. So they take 3. Gotta go find the plains. Want to play this Oketra. An untapped land to be good. If our opponent has nothing, they actually get they can't actually. I was gonna say they can escape Uro, but they can't escape the Uro yet. They're 1 shy, but Giant Hydroid Krasis is probably going to. Well, it's just a 4/4. Okay. Not sure why they didn't go for the 6/6, but. So Kenrith, we get to trample and haste. See what our opponent has. They assuming they have removal of some sort here. Either that or like Brazen Borrower to bounce, but. Alright, so opponent takes 11. That Krasis gets the Uro. Krasis in the yard gets Uro active. And unless... Okay, just to get the Gross Sparrow. Unless we have a... another red source, I can't actually Cavalier plus Kenrith. So, untapped red source is what we need here. Or, an untapped red source or Fires of Invention. Fires of Invention would be really good. Fires of Invention is probably the best draw. Fires of Invention allows us to play Fires, Cavalier, plus then Kenrith. and would be lethal. It's actually like a lot more. They're gonna escape the Uro. This game has actually been a lot more back and forth than a lot of other decks. Sultai is very, very good right now too. As highlighted, I played that last week for the casual FNM that we had, and I really liked the deck. I enjoyed it. 3-1. My only loss was, I believe, to a mono red deck, so I was very happy with that. Opponent's at 9. So if I bounce Uro, can I? Yeah, I think I have to. Bounce the Uro. Temple. Do I have another red source? Another mountain is the biggest question. So I have 2 mountains on the battlefield. I don't believe I have another mountain. No. So is Fable Passage going to... I mean, Fable Passage is just going to be good. 1, 2, 3. We'll leave it there just in case. It'll be another point. Just attacking... What do they get back? They get back Casualties of War. So they attack with Cavalier. It's that extra turn. Yep, that's fine. If they have double Thought Erasure, it could be a problem. I have double Thought Erasure. Of course they do. Well, we'll gain 5 life, so that won't matter. We'll at least be able to like go up. We try to drag this game out a little bit longer if we have to. And then we can start to draw some cards with Kenrith. Let's play the Fable Passage. And I believe that's 3 Cavalier Flame Gone. Yeah. So drawing it, we took out a couple of the Brazen Borrowers. Took out all the Brazen Borrowers. So to make it a little bit harder, I guess. To trigger the Oketra. And opponent just continues to ramp. So that kind of stinks. They have 3 open. I guess, oh, I get another Uro. Just going to go ahead and gain 5. Do it now. Can't draw because it was a temple. Really hoping that they misclicked there, chose the wrong Uro, but they didn't. Let's get the land out of the deck right now. Get an island. Draw a card, see what we draw. Sphinx of Foresight. It's plus... We'll play the Sphinx. Sphinx is a 4/4. So we'd actually start to like play the long grindy game. Try the go wide strategy. We had our opponent down to 6, and they're back up to 15, which really stinks. But now the next question is: I don't think I care enough. The Teferi, we just don't block. Teferi did his job, drew a card. It's not really a whole lot else it's gonna do. It's not gonna be able to tick up. Teferi's not gonna be able to tick up again. So we're digging for creatures now. Hydrate Crisis for 8. Opponent goes to 22. Bleh. Bleh. And 3 mana available. Resiliency of decks now. There's a Fires. So I'm actually going to keep the Fires on top and draw it. I want to draw a card. Let's draw some creatures. Draw a creature here. Cavalier of Gales. Alright, so let's play the Fires Invention. That's one. I need a red land here. Did our opponent draw a counter? Wow, they did. Okay. Oh, Aether Gust. I think I'm going to decline and put that on the bottom. I think I can get 14. Yeah, don't have to attack. So, Cavalier of Gales will draw me some cards and make another 4/4. I might just be all in on attack next turn. I can't block with the Hydrate Crisis. I can't block the Hydrate Crisis right now. Have to take that. And then Cavalier of Thorns, obviously, just major roadblock. Man, that was really what I needed. Really what I needed. So Cavalier gains us some extra, gains us a couple extra cards. And them gaining life every turn really hurts. So we need to draw land or creatures. Like another Fires plus creature would be ideal, but I don't know if I can do. I don't know if I do much. Another big Hydrate Crisis probably just seals this game up. And there's probably something I could have done better. Cavalier Thorns, okay. There's been 2 blockers. I don't think I'll have enough damage. I would need 2 creatures off the top. It's really not that likely. It'd have to be like Cavalier of Gales plus... I don't even know, Cavalier of Gales plus like Teferi? To bounce Cavalier of Thorns? And then I can't haste in the Cavaliers. So we might just be dead here. Okay, escape Uro. So they have a 6/6 blocker. Another blocker. So they set up a wall. It's actually really good. The 31, 5, 11, plus 8's 19. Plus we put another 9's only 27 damage. So it's not looking like it's happening. I could try to gain 10. What does gain 10 do me? Nothing. Mystical Dispute. What does that do? Nothing. If only I had access to black right now. 1 swamp would be good in this deck. So if we had the swamp, I could put like the Cavalier Flame back on the battlefield. So So maybe I just drown the deck out with too many counters. And another Kenrith. That stinks. So our opponent wins. There's nothing I can do there. Like, I'm not going to be able to draw that game out. I have one blocker. So I'm just going to, like, end up taking lethal from the Crisis eventually here anyway. So, there it is. Fire's in a pretty good spot. Oh, let me click these rewards here. Sorry. Not too terrible. It's kind of been up there as a tier 1 deck for a while now. You see here's the main board. Pretty lengthy lands list. And then sideboard, if you watch the game, is pretty straightforward. For Robber the Rich, I really like Robber right now. It's really good against the aggro matchups. So there it is. If you want to see more of this, I'm planning on playing this here shortly. Something different than I haven't played much lately. And got some other decks, try to figure out what play for F&M. You can follow me and catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/GRidenhour. Mondays and Tuesdays stream 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And, of course, you can catch us when we're playing Paper Magic at Liberty. So, I appreciate everybody watching, and we will see you next time. Thank you.